Wowee. Would you look at that? Oh, hi guys. Welcome back to my channel. It's been like 3 months almost since I have posted a video on my channel. And there's an explanation for that. That is because I was working my tail off for those months. And basically neglecting this channel. As you can tell, my life is currently in shambles. Trash bags of clothes behind me. We got a nice thing of laundry. And so if you were offended by this background, then just go ahead and click off this video. Maybe next video I will have my life together. But currently, this is what I'm dealing with today. So, we came into the new year with, 2019, I was like, this is gonna be my year. It's gonna be my year. I'm gonna like hit the ground running. And that has come to a halt. So that brings me to today's video. I'm going to be doing a video that is inspired by Michaela Long. She did a video called Doing My Makeup While Crying, and I thought it would be very fitting for me to do today because I have been crying. So if you would like to see this video on cry-proof makeup, then just go ahead and keep watching. Okay, so as we can see, my lashes are stuck together. It looks like I have 3 lashes on this side. That is what happens when you cry. Now I'm gonna wipe off my eyebrow, clearly. Could you imagine if I just did one eyebrow and not the other? Like, some people you probably wouldn't even be able to tell the difference. You can definitely tell the difference. So I'm using, this is a face halo. I'm using it because Chloe Morello is beautiful, and if I use the products that she recommends, then I will be beautiful too. Okay, so as we can tell, I have washed all my makeup off and now I look very sad. But yeah, let's brush out my eyelash extensions. So I recently got eyelash extensions from Wink Lash Parlor for my brother's wedding. He got married on Saturday. Oh my gosh, they're just all falling out. Oh my gosh, my lashes look so sad. Look at them. Oh no. Okay, so when you have been, hello, where are you? Okay, so the first step for when you have been crying and you want to do your makeup and look like you haven't been crying, I'm an expert on this. First, you're gonna want to prime because you want it to stand the test of tears, okay? So first, I should have not done that with my mouth open. First, I'm going to spray my face with some Urban Decay Rebound Spray. This is Collagen Infused Complexion Prep Priming Spray. Ooh, wow, I have not moisturized my face. My face is so dry. When I cry, it's like all of the moisture that was in my skin comes out my eyes, and it's just a mess. Next step is going to be a second primer because we really want our makeup to last when we're crying, I promise you. So I am taking Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer. Yes, this stuff is expensive, but I can't wear their normal primer because it makes me break out. So the Primerizer one is nice because it has the same amazing Smashbox primer property, but it's good for dry skin and sensitive skin, so I like it. Next for cry-proof makeup is a awesome foundation. Now because I have dry skin I don't really like or have many matte foundations, but I want something with full coverage because we want to cover up any redness and stuff that we get. You know, when you're crying and like your nose turns red and your face turns red and you get all hot, you want a full coverage foundation to conceal that. So for that, I am using the IT Cosmetics CC Cream. I've talked about this before. I like the illumination version. If you have oily skin, use the oily skin one. If you have normal skin, use the normal one. I don't care what you do, but this stuff is amazing. So because I'm like tanned, sort of, I'm going to put a tiny bit of this Natasha Denona Face Glow Foundation. This one's really dark, and so I'm just gonna mix a tiny little pump of that on the back of my hand. Taking my foundation brush, I'm going to put this all over my skin and cover it up. That's looking good, but I think, oh my gosh, I forgot my most important part. So we're gonna time out on the foundation. This is your best friend when you have been crying. I use this religiously because I am sad all the time. This is Roto Cool. They're eye drops. They burn your eyeballs, and they say don't use with contacts, but I do. And these, holy cow, will take all of the redness out of your eye. It is amazing. Okay, so ideally you want to have a foundation that's going to set, because we don't want to do too much powder, because powder, you get like cry streaks when you have powder. Trust me, it's happened before. Next thing we're going to use is a very high coverage concealer under the eyes, because that is where you get all the redness and puffiness when you've been crying. So I'm using the LC Complete Remedy Silk Concealer. And what I do with this is I just take the cooling guy, put it under my eyes like this, and then I take a little blender sponge like this. I just want to pat it out. This concealer is amazing because it's not like cakey. It's like a really thin formula, even though like when it comes out of the tube you're like, oh my gosh, that's gonna be way too thick. And I'm also gonna bring that up on my eyelids because I get a ton of redness from crying on my eyelids. Okay, so that is what we have so far. I'm gonna let that like just sit for a little bit. I'm gonna move on to all my contour products. Even though it's not totally necessary, I've been doing that, so I'm doing that for you guys, so you're welcome. I have been using this Fenty Beauty Matchstick in Amber. I really like it. I really like it. It's very cool tone, so if you are a pale gal like me, or a medium skin gal like me also when I fake tan, this is great for like contouring. So what I do with this, and this also helps you with like long-lasting cry-proof makeup, is I'm going to put cream products underneath, and then I'm going to put powder products on top too. I know it's excessive, but girl, it's going to make your makeup stay on. Now I'm going to blend it all out with my really dirty sponge. Look at that. Look at that. It's like not very dark, but girl, that color, that tone, it gives you some cheekbones and defining of the double chin. Now contouring is great because normally when you're crying, your face gets really puffy, and this will ensure that you have cheekbones and your eyes don't just like puff up so big that it just takes over your whole face, and then everybody's like, wow, she's been crying a lot. You know, we want to conceal that because real people don't cry, am I right? Next, I'm going to move on to some cream blush. This is the Tata Harper cream blush, and very charming. It's very cute. It's very pink tone. It makes me look alive and nice and like a fresh little daisy instead of a very red water can. Next, I'm going to do a little bit of highlighting. Little highlight never hurt anyone. I'm taking Benefit What's Up, putting it on the high points of my face, and blending it out with my finger. You can do this with a sponge, but I like using my fingers for cream products, except for cream bronzer because it's just a little too messy. Because I feel like the sponge soaks up too much of that makeup. I'm going to take my MAC, what is this? Light Plus Mineralized Skin Finish, and I'm going to take it on a powder brush. This is by Too Faced, and I'm putting this under my eyes, and really this is going to keep your makeup in place. I'm not going to put too much. I'm not going to bake because I don't want tear lines coming down my eyes. I have really been liking this brow combo. I've been using the Anastasia Brow Duo in Taupe. I have been filling in my brows, and then I'll do a Glossier Boy Brow over it, and girl, my brows be looking and normally tears don't migrate up here, so we're good that these products aren't waterproof. Okay, I'm gonna come back on after I do my brows. Okay, I'm back and I'm in action. Right, so next step, we are not going to be doing eyeshadow because we're gonna cry that off anyway. Next step is setting the face. So we have done a little bit of the colored powder, which is great, and now we want to go over the work that we just did with our contour and stuff. We want to set that with powder things. So to contour, I'm using the Kevyn Aucoin sculpting powder in medium. Everyone was like talking about this for so long about how it was the best powder ever, and I'm still not sure it's worth like the $48 it is. Whatever. Like, this is an eyeshadow. Are you kidding me? But, you know, I like it, but I don't think I'm going to be spending that much again. Taking that on a little powder brush, I'm going to, oh my gosh, I'm going to chisel out some cheekbones on my puffy little face. Next, going over that blush that we just did with some Becca Flower Child. This blush is the best blush in the entire world. I think it's my favorite of all time. Stunning. It's like a corally pinky blush. It's gonna look great on girls who are fair, medium skin tone. Don't know how this would be on darker skin tones, but Becca in general has some great blushes. I'm telling you. Okay, not too much blush because we're gonna get redness from crying. Okay, so once that is done, I'm just gonna do some mascara on top of my lashes because, girl, you don't want to use like eyeliner unless it's 100% waterproof, and you know that. I'm the type of person who just like cries waterfalls, cries buckets. So I would suggest that you use a waterproof mascara. However, waterproof mascaras like smear all over me. They don't work on me, even though I have like dry eyes. But what I have found that works for me is tubing mascara. Now you may be thinking, what the heck is a tubing mascara? But if you've ever tried one, you know what that feeling is. So L'Oreal carries one. They carry one. It's like in a red bottle with like a white primer, and you do a primer and then you do a mascara. And basically what this does is it doesn't come off your eyes unless it's warm water. And I don't mean like warm water like warm tears. I mean like you have to go in the shower or put your face under a faucet, let it get really soaking wet, and then they will tube off. And so because I have sensitive eyes, because I have dry skin, because I don't want to ruin my lashes every day of my life because I cry all the time, that is why I am using tubing mascara versus a waterproof mascara. So I'm not going to curl my lashes because, again, I have false lashes on, but oh my gosh, I am getting mascara all over my eyes. But obviously you can tell that this, given those lash extensions, more of an oomph. Also, if you do get mascara on your lid like this, just wait. I'll show you what to do with that in a minute. Okay, and for now, I'm not going to do anything with the bottom because tears. So, I have been letting this sit on my eyes. As we can tell, they're a little flaky. So what I'm going to do is let that dry, and then what I like to do is take a little spoolie brush and just kind of flick it away. And it literally just like is like if a crumb fell on your face. It just like wipes away. Okay, and finally for this mess, I'm going to be using Becca Lip Tuitive Glow gloss. This gloss is like a pH balancing gloss. It's gonna give you a nice pinky sheen, and it's gonna stay on your lips, and it's much better than having a lip gloss that when you're crying and you're touching your face, it doesn't get all over your face, you know what I mean? This is gonna, it's like a stain. So whenever this like glossy top coat comes off, you're gonna have a nice pinky stain. This is the finished makeup look. I would set it with Urban Decay All Nighter because that will keep your makeup cemented to your face and not running off of it. But I have no intentions of leaving my house, and so, you know, if I want to cry in my own house, it's fine. I don't mind my makeup smearing off my face. Maybe I will talk a little bit more about my my 2019 struggles. It's probably going to be like beating a dead horse at this point. So you don't have to go over to any other channel if you want to see me more. I'm gonna be here, baby. So thanks for subscribing. Thanks for sticking it out with me while I figure out life. And thank you for being very supportive. I love you guys, honestly. And I hope that I can do more videos that aren't just makeup and fitness related videos. I can do videos that are a little more heartfelt, a little more talking from experience. I think that's what I kind of want to do, and I hope that you guys are still interested in watching me for those things. Thank you, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.